poppin' pussy like pimples. Send my brother like kinfolk. You get spun in the simple.
About giant winged fire-breathing monsters that you've heard me talk about on Joe Rogan, and I'm not even talking about bearded dragons.
Hold on. What happened, bruh? Where's the audio?
Anywhere from 100.
And I'm excited. Dragons are.
Oh, my headset died. I'm tripping. It didn't even beep. Bruh, it didn't even beep, bruh. It usually beep when it get low.
I hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it. I couldn't hear it. My headset died. All right,
no,
let's get
I'm
it.
not talking about giant winged fire-breathing monsters that you've heard me talk about on Joe Rogan, and I'm not even talking about bearded dragons. I'm talking about the hottest.
I knew that was a bearded dragon. Bearded dragons be fire, bro. He look bigger than any.
More on that later.
That thing look like a
First,
dinosaur.
we're gonna connect with Sean at the Chicago Reptile House and see what they have in store. Let's go. Hey, Sean.
Hey, that's fine. I'm trying to visit.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good.
Thanks for letting me pull this guy out.
Oh, you got it.
Is this one of your breeders?
He's
What's the story
fat.
of
No,
this
this
big
is
beardy?
just one of our residents here. It's a
He's
3-year-old
fat.
male bearded dragon. He's been hanging out here for a
All the
month.
bearded dragons I seen was like this big,
Beardies
bro.
are one of people's favorite animals in the pet industry.
Absolutely,
wouldn't you say?
yep. Yeah.
Why is that?
I
They are
jokingly call them
dinos,
the puppy
though.
dog of the reptile
That's
world.
facts.
Is it because they're like this?
Yes, just like that. They want to be
See,
out and about.
dinosaurs never went
Great
extinct.
animals.
They
really
just
are
all
awesome.
shrunk
They're
in the
adorable Australian
lizards.
natives, and they're breeding a bunch of different colors and kinds of them now.
Correct.
Is that right?
Absolutely. There's all sorts of different color phases for these guys, adding crazy.
Let's just be
value to
looking
them, anywhere
fire,
from
bruh.
$100 to $10,000.
They be having all the little
There's $10,000
Florals,
dragons.
shits off
I
of
did not
them.
know that. What's this guy?
And then they
worth?
always sit there with a straight
About
face like a
$100.
G.
Okay.
Like,
Well, look, I
what's
don't
up,
think people
dog?
are tuning into my channel to see bearded dragons. You know, there are a lot of really cool kid channels for that, by the way. Let's put this guy back, and you can show me some of the cooler stuff that you guys have here at the Chicago Reptile House.
We got a really cool mangrove.
hey, this
monitor
guy
right there.
got some pretty cool enclosures for all of the reptiles.
Can I tell it to you?
I ain't gonna lie.
When we were in Papua New Guinea working
Facts.
on
That's
Island of the Walking
facts.
Shark, we had a really long day, and we were all sitting in the pool drinking cocktails at the end of the day. And all of a sudden we heard this kerfuffle in the bushes, and this thing, like a shot of lightning, came tearing out of the bushes, ran across the lawn, and plopped into the pool. And it was a mangrove monitor. It was
That
one
is
of these
so
guys.
cool.
He was
That's
about this
crazy.
big, and we just hung out in the pool and swam with him. It was
You be
totally
having to be
chill.
careful around them
This guy
lizards that
probably
get
won't be
bigger
totally
too, because
chill,
they
but
be
we'll
having
try.
all type of bacterias in their mouth. If they bite you, you can die. Bacterial poisoning.
So, other than the fact that they love swimming
He's a
pools
small
in Papua
guy.
New Guinea, what can you tell me about these guys?
Neat thing about a mangrove monitor, they're
Venom.
semi-arboreal. They are
Facts.
very
Some of them be
hardy as
having
far as
venom.
pet
Some of them
monitors
just be
go.
having
They'll
like
eat just about anything
so much
meat, from
bacteria in their
shellfish to
mouth
rodents to
that it
insects.
infects you when they bite
It's a
you.
really cool looking animal.
They're also a smaller monitor, right? They only get to
Word.
3-4 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3-4 feet, small to medium size.
Like I know, like
It's
the
better than
Komodo
some
dragon.
of them,
If you
right?
get bit
We're
by a
getting
Komodo
Nile
dragon,
monitors, and
they don't
5
have
years
venom,
later, they're the
but
size
they
of
have like
Labradors,
so much
right?
bacteria
Now
in their
we're-
mouth
Talk to me, Sean,
that if they
about,
bite you,
like,
you will
what's the
be pretty much
ethicality
instantly
of these ones?
infected.
I
They
think
will
people think of,
have to be
like,
trying
at this
to
size, you're like, oh, who cares? I'll put it in a tank.
save
But
your
they
like.
can
If
be
it's
so
your
big
leg,
lizards,
they'll be trying to
right?
save your
Absolutely.
leg.
You gotta have
I ain't
a
gonna
good
lie.
enclosure.
That's true.
They'll be doing
Really,
everything they
absolute
do,
monster
they can
with
to make sure that the
incredible
skin in the area
capable
around doesn't get
keeping.
infected by
We
all
try
that
our best to
bacteria
give
that's in
everyone
their
an educational head
in their
level
mouth.
adherence to what they're going to need in the future, and we do sell
That should
anywhere
be
from
crazy.
a 20-gallon long tank like what he's living in now, up to an 8-foot plastic environment.
I wonder if they got any
you could probably
big,
utilize even
big
more space than
lizards,
that, but
Or
we
cut
have
it off.
to decide what you will need
Yeah,
for the
sometimes they do have to
Can I ask you a
amputate.
question?
That's fact.
My son, he's nearly 5.
Depending on how big the lizard is. Stuff like Komodo dragons, you get bit by a Komodo dragon, yeah.
Dang, like they got sink breath.
Yeah, hey, it's worse than sink breath, worse than sewer breath. It's below all of that.
What's the right monitor for me and my son? to
Real
watch over?
stink.
If you're dead set
Real
on monitors
stink.
at that age, we're probably going to start.
They
off with
breathe
something
in front
like
of
an
you, you probably gonna
monitor.
die, bro.
They're like this big.
Yeah, but it's a great way to get your feet wet without losing a finger.
That's smart. If I lose a finger on my son, I'll feel bad. Yeah, like a 7 out of 10 bad. My wife will kill me. Like she'll kill me. She has one rule, which is nothing that can eat the dog or the kid.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
all
He
right,
said
well,
he'll
let's put
feel
this little guy
7 out
back.
of 10 bad.
One of my
That's kind
personal
of crazy. Why
favorites
not 10
here
out of
comes
10? You
King.
just got
How
your
are these
son's
guys
finger
not
ate.
more popular?
Ah,
Like,
that's a really
school
good
bathroom.
They're so
Hey, it
cool,
smell
they're
way
so
worse than that.
chill. These are little guys. People don't realize. I have one at home. He's like this big. I'll be embarrassed to admit what happened to me with my blue-tongued skink. You've probably heard this story before. We went to a reptile show. My wife wanted it. I didn't want it. She's not like a keeper of animals, but she like was holding this one. She's like, it's looking at me. So we took it
Yeah.
home. And I was like, yeah, they're dry environment. Put it in like, a nice sandy substrate, nice heat lamp, all of that. The skin on the toes started to come. It was an Indonesian.
Yeah.
I didn't know. How do you tell?
They have a little different appearance. I know the northern
If it's from
version, the
Indonesia, it probably
Australians
lives
have
in
a
more
little
of a
bit
moist
orange color.
climate.
Yep.
The Indonesian version have a little bit more banding.
So these are Indonesian, then?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. See, but now they're making, correct me if I'm wrong, morphs of these guys too,
Correct.
right?
Morphs of both of them and integrates between the two.
See, and that was the issue. Is I looked at it and it was this
All the
orange
breeding that
colored
goes on
snake,
with
and I
all
was
these
like,
different
"Gotta be
animals,
Australian,
reptiles,
you know, with dry
bugs,
climate."
like
I was
of
wrong. I'll
all
be sad to
sorts
admit
is
that the skin around
crazy,
his
bro.
toes
They be sitting there
kinda
mixing,
dried and
matching
curled
all
up
this
and,
stuff,
you know,
dogs, cats,
from being
all
in that
this stuff.
environment, It took me
It be
less than a
getting
week
in
to
depth.
figure out what was going on, and then now he's super happy. He's big, he's fat, too fat. But you know, it's
Hey, where the
important
big
people
lizards
realize
at,
that
though?
You can get these
I'm trying to see the
animals
dinosaurs.
in, and they might
got
be
all
a
these
very, very
babies.
wet environment or a very, very dry environment.
And trees now.
Yeah. To me, they're cool.
Hey, that's
than
facts.
dragons. I don't know why they're not more popular. And what's cool is these guys will act, at least mine, like a house dog. Like he'll literally walk around the house. He'll go and eat kibble out of a bowl. You know,
That's
he's
crazy.
super stoked to be held. And the name Blue Tongue comes from this unbelievably cool blue tongue that they'll usually only stick out in defense. And this guy's very relaxed, so he doesn't need to be defensive. And I'll
His
say
arms
this,
over here like
I've
this,
mentioned
bruh.
Dragons at the setup. Dragon-ish.
You breaking
Not the
his
most
spine,
dragonish
big
of
dog?
everything you have.
That's right.
Wouldn't you agree?
Correct.
All right, let's keep making our way towards him because I know where your dragon is, and I'm excited for people to see him. We got some ball pythons here. Ooh, rainbow boas. You don't mind, right?
No, I have at it.
All right, another one of my
I like how
favorites.
he's like, ooh, rainbow
And,
boa, you
sadly,
don't mind, right?
Sean,
You
this is an
halfway in the
animal
damn
that I've
enclosure
been in the
already,
Amazon,
buddy.
I don't know, 8 times. Never found one in the wild, which drives me nuts because they're so cool. But look at these guys here. These are Brazilian
I ain't gonna lie,
rainbow boas,
bruh.
and they get that
He's
name
so
not just
comfortable
for their
picking
beautiful
certain
patterning on
stuff
their
up
skin, but more
that
importantly,
I don't know if
you
I'd
see
be
where we
comfortable
get a
picking
little
up,
bit of
but
light
I want to try
from,
it.
from the
If I
door
know it's
there,
not gonna hurt
natural
me.
light. See that rainbow effect? Can you get that?
Oh, it's
I'm
two
not sure
of
if the
them.
cameras are picking it up, but yeah, this one's about to shed. He's got his eyes all milky, but here, let's stretch one of them.
Bro, he's so
out. Let's
small.
Shed already. Like this guy. We'll put these guys back. So as you rotate them with that natural light, you see that blue shimmering rainbow.
They do be
color that
looking
you
cool,
get?
though, I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
where the name comes from, and they're just such a stunningly beautiful snake. And I'll admit something that I'm not too proud to admit. I have a buddy who I'm very competitive with in absolutely everything. He loses, so I don't know why he's still competing with me. His name's Nick Mancuso. Hopefully he sees this one day. And him and I have always competed together.
Why he look like he got bit? His finger toe up. His finger toe up right at the top. Right there at the top. They cut the footage, bro. They cut the footage.
150 plus babies from his. So he rubs it in my face like 3 times a year.
Bro, he
And,
definitely
I'm
got
actually
bit,
gonna
bro.
stay
I
with
see it
him
on his
yeah,
finger, bro.
tomorrow, so I'm
They
sure I'll
cut
hear
the
all about
footage.
it, but
Cap.
he has these
See,
guys.
that's why I don't need him. I leave the snake in the
They
cage.
have nice temperaments typically,
Yeah,
right?
usually they're pretty friendly. They can be a
Yeah.
little nippy at first, but it's
I had a ball python named Mimi.
Speaking of
Bruh,
nippy
that's
and animals
crazy,
from South
bruh.
America, I saw some other
That's
snakes that you have
crazy.
over there that, from personal experience,
You
I would
used to
say
be
are
picking it up and stuff?
the most shit-headed of all the snakes. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah.
Not gonna lie, I don't really.
You let
wanna
your
hold them. Look
snake
how there's
sleep
a
with
hook
you?
Sitting here, there's a reason for that, but we're gonna do it anyway because that's how it works. And certain places in the Amazon, Sean, that I've been in Ecuador, there are so many of these snakes. You find 100 plus in a night easily. Like they're just everywhere. And the way you do it, I don't know if you've ever been down there, but the way you do it is you go down these rivers in canoes and you shine in the trees.
Spotlight through the trees.
Dude, one tree will have 8 of these snakes in it sometimes.
That's crazy.
Absolutely awesome. So look at him now. So this guy has seen me come in here, and he's starting to posture up like that. He's got those pits, see, on the side of his face. He's getting ready to strike. Every single one of these Amazon tree boas I've ever met has a crappy attitude like this, where they just want to bite you. Now, I've never met them in captivity. Is that the case when they're captive?
Yeah, they're definitely one of the more nippy snakes out there. The good news is they're very slow strikers and easy to read, so
Yeah.
most of the time you can handle them without losing blood, even while they're trying to bite.
Why are they such jerks? Why do you think?
They live in a rough world. Anything that lives up in the trees has to deal with a lot of
A
of
girl
A lot of
snake didn't
animals.
date
That's
for a
true.
week
That's a
and was
very good
huge and
point.
was
And they
preparing to eat
also,
her.
I seen that story. I did see that
so
story.
incredibly diverse. These
That's
guys.
crazy.
They come in so many colors, and unlike a lot of animals in the pet trade, where you have to breed for crazy colors and things, these guys naturally come in an amazing array of colors: reds, greens, yellows, browns, tans, all kinds of stuff. And I think, now look, I can take a bite from one. You don't care, right?
No, have at it.
But here's the thing that I don't think has ever happened. I don't think Kyle's ever been bitten by a snake. Have you ever been bitten by a snake, Kyle? No, never. We have a thing on this show, on our YouTube. I recently, see, he's going for me already. I recently did a thing where I had Kyle have a cassowary eat a mouse from its zipper. So I think the right thing to do
I've
is to
seen
have
that.
Kyle take a bite from a snake.
I like it.
All right, here we go, Kyle, you ready?
Where's it gonna bite?
You pick.
Right in the arm.
Right in the arm. Are you ready for this? Tell me you got a shot at
They
this?
willingly
Or are you
getting bit by
nervous, Kyle?
snakes? Hey, bro, let me
It
get
doesn't
bit.
hurt, just so
Fuck
you
it.
know.
I'm not nervous.
Okay.
But as long as I live,
really
fuck
is.
it.
I
Let me
can
get
tell.
bit, man.
He's
Let me
starting
test
to
it out.
sweat.
Let me see how I feel.
Let's see if he goes for you. He might like you. He might be like, no,
I
this
just
guy's
got hit
cool.
with 4 ads at once.
There it is.
That's crazy. Need to
Damn.
upgrade or something.
But it does scare you, doesn't it? Just the lunging.
That's Twitch for you.
It's like the anticipation.
They over there trying to get that ad revenue. The only way you don't get ads is by subbing.
You know, Drew, one
But that's a paid subscription.
Yeah, so we'll go down to the Amazon. I'll send.
That's the only way you can avoid
the
ads.
edit of finding these guys, and we'll just catch dozens and dozens of these beautiful snakes. Really cool animal, not one that I would keep personally.
Right, yeah.
Just because I have little kids, they want to handle the pets way too much, and these guys just suck. I mean, you know.
That's
it's just big
crazy.
dog
I felt
about
that
to bite
rolling
me.
on the floor laughing.
So we'll put him back. Beautiful, beautiful snake here. I'm glad.
That's the only way folks get paid, bruh.
And we'll put him back in here. Okay. There's one more thing that
Twitch
I saw
Twitch
right
play
when I
the
walked in
ads.
that
They
I wanna
send
show
us
off that you
5
guys
cents.
have before we get
And then
to
they be
our,
like,
our grand
"See you
finale
next
of
time, brother."
dragons. All right. So at the store, they have so much cool stuff. They have saltwater stuff. They have reptiles. They have amphibians. They have birds. And something that I'm not very attuned with is arachnids and insects. So as I walked in here, Brian mentioned this curly hair tarantula, which is cool. I don't have a phobia of spiders, but I'm not used to handling them.
I don't know
For the
if
most
I'd
part,
pick
you don't
up a
just
spider.
handle a spider.
That's one.
Like feeling spiders crawl on you or bugs crawl on
Okay,
you.
you guys don't like them? Well, you
It'd be
go.
kind of creepy.
I'll let you hold it.
No, I'll go for it. I'm not too scared. But what can
I
you tell
am
me
going
about
to look
curly
into
hair
that.
tarantulas? I
I'll
know
support
nothing.
my boy
Yes,
Dad
sir. Appreciate you, gang. Yes, sir.
The easiest to.
Because they're chill.
It should be. If I don't know
And
if
they
you're
look
on the
cool. I
phone
mean,
or
it
if you're on a
looks like teddy
computer,
bear
but it
spiders,
should
really.
be.
Like, look at that.
It should say
Where are they
like
from? Are they
sub
Amazonian?
somewhere.
I
They're a
don't
New
do
World
spiders.
species, so yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
over
I
the
don't think I
Amazon,
would
but
be
there's,
letting a spider crawl on me. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah,
but like,
very cool. And I mean, it
I don't
is
know about
interesting
that.
because those hairs
I don't know about
can
that.
be a big irritant, right? If they're disturbed and upset enough, there's 2 real defense mechanisms they have. One is they have fangs, and they can bite, which hurts. And 2 is they can release those hairs in sort of a defensive way that can be a major skin and eye irritant, right?
That's right.
But you can see this animal.
I do dog and cats, that's
It's
it.
chilling, it's hanging
Right.
out. I'd let
I
my
don't
little kid
blame
hold one
you.
of these. I wouldn't
Like-
worry about it. It's actually really cool. It's kind of making me want to have one.
Nah,
What do you guys
I ain't
think?
gonna
You
lie.
keep,
Doing it like if I held that
tarantulas
spider, it would make me want to
No?
smush
I
you.
got one hard no.
I'm gonna keep it a
and one hard
band
yes
with you.
over
Like
there. That's really
that spider.
interesting.
If
See
I
that? Like,
felt
one
that
going
spider
like
crawling
this,
on
one
me, I
going
just
like
want to go.
that.
I'd say it's about usually a 10% like.
That's
Goddamn
10%.
smush that
Yeah, it's
motherfucker.
pretty cool.
Shit.
You guys have something here that I teased at the beginning of this video, which I would say is the coolest, hottest sort of thing in the reptile breeders world right now.
Smash
right?
it,
The
lol.
living dragon.
Facts, bruh.
So let's go. We're gonna
Take
go
my
over
shoe
here
and be
know
like
where they
it.
are. Let's go show them off.
Here they are.
Dumb spider.
This is so cool. What a rare, cool treat to see. So these are red-eyed.
Hey, that guy look
While they're
cool,
cold
bruh.
skinks and
He look
cold
like a
other things,
dragon.
They really are. Well, they're jumpy little
He
guys.
breathe
They're
fire,
not
bruh.
wild ones.
He breathe fire for sure.
Oh, he just didn't like me. But look at this. Tell me
Bruh, his
that
eyeball
isn't
is so
a
big.
living dragon. I mean, that
Big
is a
eye,
real
bruh.
Game of Thrones creature. Look at the head.
That man look like
at the spikes.
Toothless.
If this thing started blowing fire right now and sizzling your beard, I wouldn't be surprised.
I wasn't the
I'm not
only
even
one.
kidding.
He said it was gonna blow fire too.
So, I don't know.
Bruh,
a lot about
yeah,
them.
he
I know they
is
live in Papua
fire.
New Guinea. Correct. I know that
What?
the first few brought into the country were wild.
I want one.
captured,
Go
and
ahead,
they've
give me
been
one. Where my
very hard
card
to
at?
breed, but
Give it to me. Apple Pay. Oh shit! I stopped the
people
video.
are starting to.
They are starting to figure it out nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have they been in the States, would you say?
Oh, probably 30 years.
Oh, that long. But it's just becoming a thing now.
Correct.
Is that a Game of Thrones reason?
I think it's more of a Game of Thrones reason.
It is, right? Like
Yeah,
people are like,
that helps, I'm
I
sure.
want a dragon. Like, look at this, you guys.
Yeah, he does
That
look like
is
a dragon, I ain't gonna lie.
remarkable looking
His
creature. The
skin
fact that
is
an animal
fire.
that looks like this lives today.
All the little
something
ridges.
So prehistoric, something so medieval and unusual is unbelievable. So these are full grown. They're not sexually dimorphic, right?
Correct.
So you can't tell the difference between males and females. They all have these eye rings. They all have these spikes. I know they're from Papua New Guinea. I know they like it really wet.
Mm-hmm.
They like to hide a lot.
That's right.
What else can you tell me about?
They're insectivores. They really like waxworms and crickets.
Interesting.
Keeping
He has
one as a
big
pet is
eyes,
really hard,
bro.
just keeping an empty cage. If you haven't set up the right way, you're almost never seeing it.
It's a terrible display animal, really, right?
Correct.
Because they're just hiders. I wonder, what do you think the first person to ever find one of these thought when they
Oh, he
saw it?
thought he found a
dragon?
dragon.
Yeah, right? I mean, from the Western world, like if you indigenous and you grew up with them, sure. But if you came in from the Western world and flipped over a log and saw this thing, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah, thing would be scary.
I'd be like, that thing's gonna spit fire and grow wings any second. So there's 3 of them in here. I'm gonna hold 2 just for fun. I'm gonna guess because you can't tell. See, they really don't like me. This guy's so super zippy too. Come here, Zips. I'm gonna guess. Oh, this one's much darker.
Hey, he got a
Look at
darker
that.
coat.
That's interesting. To me, this is one of the coolest animals
That's fire.
in the entire world. I've never actually gotten to handle them before, so it's a rare treat. Sean, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Guys, if you're in Chicago area, come out to Chicago Reptile House, visit, come check out.
Hey, you made me want to visit. I'm trying to hold some of them.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna keep playing.
That's crazy.
Ay, 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 how you made this shit go? Bitch, I got gas like a sicko. She poppin' pussy like pimples. Send my brother like kinfolk. You get spun in the simple.